Good morning from this 65 plate Scania 8x4 tipper. I've done a review on this recently. Back in it again with a Bluetooth speaker because no DAB. This is my lunch for today. It's a big thing for me, eating healthily and making sure that I bring the right food with me for my day. Eating on the road can be expensive. The food is rarely good for you and it doesn't fill you up, which is a vicious circle which tends to continue because the more food that you eat that doesn't fill you up, the more food you eat, and it's bad calories and bad nutrition. So I bring my lunchbox with me every day, and I've got my cool packs, I've got a shake, I got that in total is 2.8 litres of water. I got my cool packs, my ice packs, so I have that with me every day. And this is what I've got with me today. So for breakfast I have some almonds that I've chopped up, some berries, there are raspberries and blueberries, and then some Greek yogurt underneath. So I'll tip that and that into that. Lunch I have got avocado and cottage cheese, and I have that on 2 rice cakes. The avocado has plenty of lime, plenty of pepper, and an awful lot of chilli chopped into it because I do like my food hot, which is good for the metabolism as well. And then lunch, I've got a brown pita bread, and then in here I have, that is tomato, cucumber, red onion and Scotch bonnet chilli. That is full fat Greek yogurt with curry powder mixed in, and then that is about 2/3 of a chicken breast which I marinated on Sunday. Now admittedly, to do all this for the week took me about 2 hours. I was doing quite a bit of prep and I did some other meals as well, but it is worth it. I mean, that chicken breast I just mixed together about 2 tablespoons of turmeric, ground coriander, ground cumin, some chili powder, put it over the chicken, put it in the fridge. I did that in the morning, left it for a couple of hours, and then put it in the oven for about 17-18 minutes at 180 degrees, and then I've got the chicken. So I did enough for the week. So although it takes a good couple of hours at the weekend, it's worth it because I'm not doing it in the evenings when I get home from work, when I'm particularly tired, you know, and you've had a day on the road. The last thing you want to do is start cooking. So I've got myself a new cutlery set, which I've got quite a bit in there now, which is very useful. I've even got a mini spatula in there because when I have the cottage cheese and the yogurt, I like to get every last bit out. So make sure you keep hydrated when you're on the road. I have, as I said, 2.8 litres of water, and I have one before I leave. And one more thing that I've just made a big difference to my diet recently is I've bought a mini pepper mill, because cracking pepper onto my food is great, but it tends to lose its potency and lose its spice and flavour overnight. So I bought the pepper mill, and it makes a big difference. And I'll show you what I eat during the week and how the variation is. But before people say, oh, that'll never fill me up, that load of rubbish, just so that you know, I am 16 stone and 6'5". I'm not a small thing that doesn't have a small stomach. I eat this stuff because it fills you up. You take your time, slow release carbs or slow release food, which really makes a difference, and eat little and often. Because I've got that shake there, I will start to eat now. I will eat at 7:30, then I'll eat at about 10 whilst keeping hydrated, and then I'll eat about 12, 12:30, and then I'll eat about 2:30, 3, and then I'm home about 5:30, 6, and then I think about dinner. So there's no excuse to think that this food isn't going to be right for you, because it is. And with a bit of prep and a bit of work, this makes a big difference. And as we know, driving is a sedentary job. We've got to be so very careful with what we do and how we treat ourselves on the road. And I will send a link to something that I heard recently on the BBC Sounds website that really did make a difference to the way I operate when I'm in the cab. And it's all about making sure you try and stand every hour to 90 minutes. Only for a minute, but it's a big thing, and it's a big step for a start to being healthier on the road. And there'll be more to come later, and I'll show you the breakfast I will have, which will fill me up for 2 to 2.5 hours. You won't believe it, but it does. So, good morning again. Here we go. So this will be my breakfast for today. So, as you can see, raspberries and blueberries into the pot. Whoa, one escaped. Clean that off in a moment. Chopped almonds. That's my cue to get going. And that will be my breakfast for today. And I can't wait. Delicious as well. Really tasty, really healthy, and so filling. It'll beat your Greg's sausage roll for healthier nutrients, but don't get me wrong, I do like a treat, and I will have the odd thing like that, but having breakfast like this really makes it a great start to the day. Looking forward to this. And I got my spatula because I'm greedy and I like to finish off every last bit.